it was like, you're a chicken clucker. And I'm like, you're a chicken clucker? Like, that's not even a mean thing to say.
Welcome to Couch Surfing, the show where awesome guests look back at their big roles, their little roles, and everything in between. I'm here with Unreal star Constance Zimmer. Constance, let's see what's on.
No, I'm scared.
You scared?
I don't know.
Don't be scared. Let's take a look.
He's too weak to talk.
Do you remember these?
I do. But I had no idea this was you. So you land the biggest role of your career.
Right.
It's as Trish Putterman.
Yeah.
And you're utterly unrecognizable.
Right. I'm in full prosthetics, 8 to 10 hours of makeup.
And you were contractually obligated to play her for 2 years.
Yes. Well, and you know that we weren't allowed to tell people that who we were in the suit. So weirdly enough, I was on Oprah and I was in the audience. Mm-hmm. And she was obsessed with the commercials. So she had the guy on who made them. And I told her backstage and she was like, we have to point you out. And I was like, no, I'll get in a lot of trouble. Don't do it. But what's so funny is that they panned to me so much in the audience, like almost as a, without saying it, there I am.
She's a robot. She's a robot. She's a robot.
I used it as I used it on my reel because I didn't have a lot of stuff of me, what I looked like.
So on your reel, there's shots of you in Oprah's
Yes,
audience.
of Oprah, of Oprah panning to me, and I'm like, thanks, Oprah, thanks.
Ready?
Coffee?
I know that diner.
Are you black? Or should I bring some cream?
Oh, that's so funny. I was such a huge Seinfeld fan, and I walked on the set, and it was like, I saw Kramer, and everybody I saw, and I walked into Jerry's apartment, and I was like, oh my God, this is Jerry's apartment. And then when I did the scene, I just kept thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna get fired. I hope I don't get fired. Please don't get me fired. I'm not gonna get fired. Just say your line, Constance, just do it. And Jerry at that point was kind of also directing this episode with Andy Ackerman.
So he's wearing 2 hats.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was even weirder because he wasn't in the scene, but he was kind of talking to me, and I just, it was,
That
that's
had
a
to have
good
been like
memory.
an out-of-body experience.
It was. And even when I watch it, I laugh because I'm like, that's me. I'm on Seinfeld.
But you've never even been skydiving.
No, but I read about it.
90210! That was the biggest deal to get on that show. I am wearing a full leopard outfit.
You are.
Still the same haircut. I still have the same haircut, you guys.
Okay, so when you look at that girl in that leopard outfit, what goes through your mind right now?
I just remember when I got that job, I was getting like one line here, one line there, right? But I was getting it on Seinfeld, and I was getting it on Ellen, and I remember I got it on 90210, and everybody was like, you have arrived, 90210.
It was you, in fact, that chose your career.
Oh, maybe in your memory, you just don't want to face the fact that you passed up this good thing. Wow, somebody's cocky. I do not remember wearing that low cut of a dress.
But the thing I love about this character, and I think that people loved about your character, is that she was this badass, especially in pre-Me Too Hollywood.
It was fun because it was such a male chauvinistic show.
Right.
To have a woman that could stand out and be strong and you know, go toe to toe with the likes of Ari. You know, it's funny, I've kind of modeled a little bit of Quinn on Unreal. Is like Ari Gold and Anna Wintour kind of combined.
Ah, that's perfect.
Right, you know, that's a perfect example, right? Dana Gordon is just as strong, if not stronger, than Ari Gold, and she's at least doing it in a professional manner.
Right.
So why is she not treated better, if not the same, when he's a complete asshole and he's being rewarded for his behavior? Don't get me started.
Dana cursed like a sailor, though. Was that cathartic, going to work knowing that you could drop F-bombs and S-bombs and C-bombs all over the place?
I loved it. I loved it so much. And then it would really suck when you would go on anything else and then you had to say freaking. And I was like, who says freaking? Like, just don't say the word. If you can't say it real, don't say it. I think I'll be fine.
Well, if things get hectic and you need any help.
So you can
blog about rubbing shoulders with the big boys.
Oh, Janine.
Okay, so Janine, also another tough as nails character. She was not having it at all. Are you drawn to these hardcore, hard-bitten women? What is it about them that appeals to you?
To be perfectly honest, I wish I had any control over it. I don't. This whole like Janine on House of Cards thing is such a. It makes me so happy because this was something where like this was supposed to be a 50-year-old woman. And was only supposed to be in 3 episodes.
Really?
And God bless David Fincher for just really fighting for me and what I brought to the role, and it becoming even more than I think any of us had ever anticipated. She was fighting against Twitter. Like, she was fighting what all journalists are still fighting for today. The real truth. It brought me so much joy. And I'm very excited that I get to go back because I see that and I'm like, oh, Janine is going to bring it.
You work for ACN?
Yes.
I loathe you in ways that are unquantifiable.
Is that the same dress I wore as Dana Gordon?
I thought the same thing. I'm so glad you said that.
Wait, what are we talking about right now?
Do you steal the dress from Entourage?
That is really weird. It might be the same dress, but they added a brooch.
You should see the look on your face.
Having one of those grateful moments. This is another character, right? Like you said, she was only supposed to be on 2 episodes and ended up in 5 of the 8 that they did that season on Newsroom. And I was playing a Republican. I had never played a Republican before, and I was like, what is this going to be like?
Well, what was that like for you?
It was very interesting, especially to go head-to-head with Jeff Daniels. You know, obviously Aaron Sorkin's writing, it's all on the page.
Right, and it's
All
a lot.
on
He
the
crams
page.
a lot on the page. What was it like for you to tackle that much language?
Oh, it was so good. I
Yeah,
loved it.
must be.
Loved it. It makes you super precise and succinct, which clearly I am not in my real life.
Just another day.
Are you going to do it?
But I scheduled a meeting with Malik, and that way...
Show it? Oh, there it is. Oh, God, that was so bad, you guys.
And the date was going so well.
I know. And Clark, oh my gosh, and Clark was bawling his eyes out, and I was bawling, and I wasn't allowed to blink because I was supposed to die like mid-breath, and he's bawling, and I'm crying, but I can't blink, and I'm like, and you're trying to hold the blood so that it doesn't really get on the shirt because you only have so many shirts, and I mean, there's a lot going on.
It's not easy to die on screen.
It's not. It's not. I have a great picture that I took right after that. I was like covered in blood and the bullet hole, and there's just a picture of me I was just like this. F you. And that was...
That's awesome.
Obviously, with all love, but
all
I was
love, of
like,
course.
really? That's how I had to go?
I'm on the clock. You want to chat? You have to buy me a private dance in the blowhole room.
You get a call, and you're asked to play Skinny Gina, who is a stripper whale, and you say what exactly? Obviously, yes.
Yes. First of all, huge Bojack Horseman fan.
Oh, good.
Have been desperately trying to get into the voiceover world for years. This is, I mean, is that amazing?
You got on the booty shorts and the stripper heels, and
I did I tried to do like this, made this like Jersey accent because I mean, a stripper killer whale named Skinny Gina. I was like, she's from Jersey, right? I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry if all the people from Jersey now hate me, but it's a compliment because Gina's amazing.
She's amazing.
She's very strong.
clearly.
And look at those moves.
She's got a strong core. She can twerk like no other.
Right.
I look like a stripper mermaid.
Oh, are you kidding me? You look amazing. And I'd bang you standing up if I swung that way.
Just gonna put it out there.
I love this show. What do you enjoy most about playing Quinn?
I would really love that she is unfiltered, and I believe she's one of those characters that says what we all wish we could say, but we would all get in trouble, or we'd all, you know, they would come and key our car in the parking lot or do something.
Pretty much.
And right afterwards, after we say cut, I have to say I'm sorry, because I have to make sure that they understand that it's not me saying something personal about them.
Right.
I'm still in the character, and I'm just improving within, within the scene, within the characters. But it gets messy. Forget about it when like I was directing an episode, and it became like meta with then like some more meta just on top, because everyone was like, is it Quinn, is that an improv or is that Constance? What do I do? I was like, just keep talking. And they're like, in character? Are you in character? It was, what's happening? Like, it was very funny. There was almost like I needed to have like a safe word or a wink or something.
Safe word. Okay, you have to tell me, what can we expect from season 3? I cannot wait for this show's return. I cannot wait.
Rachel and Quinn are both a bit of a mess coming into this season.
Okay.
Rachel's trying to not lie, and Quinn is trying to not drink herself to death.
Okay.
and try to run a show at the same time with a woman who's coming in trying to tell us how to do our job, which will not fly.
No.
But of course, if you can imagine, just really creates a lot of obstacles, because manipulating women is a lot different than manipulating men. And there's a lot of objectifying men this season, which, believe it or not, the guys didn't like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, interesting. Welcome to our entire lives as women.
Not to objectify you, but you were gorgeous on my couch. Thank you so much for being here. This was so much fun. You can watch season 3 of Unreal Mondays at 10 on Lifetime. See you next week on Couch Surfing.
Woohoo!